Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Get us on my phone. Yay, we are here. It is Wednesday. It is time for Wood Kit Wednesday. I have another fun wood kit from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. So as you're hopping on, say hello. If you see that red live button, you are watching me live. Hey, Christina. And I'm excited because my door needs this spring sign. And it's going to be super duper cute. I'm excited. We've got the vintage truck. We've got Hello Spring. I've got, hey Mom, hey Sally, hey Lisa. I've got my spring colors that I've kind of been using. I've got Pink Cloud, Agave, Maize. I've got two different greens, moss and celery. I've got antique wax. I've got black. I've got ivory. I think that's all the colors I need. I do have some paint markers as well to do like detail work if I want. And I grabbed these. I wasn't sure if maybe I wanted to add some some, fake foliage to it somewhere. We'll see. That's a maybe. But I also have my foam sponges. I think I'm ready. Hey, Fur Mama. I'm trying to see your picture if I know who that is. And Marlene, hello. So this is the 15-inch. I think it's the bigger size that you can get. And I kind of laid out all the pieces. But before we put these on, we need to put our round together because the 15-inch one, I don't know if the smaller one's like this, but the 15-inch is actually in 4 pieces. And then you have these pieces to glue to the back, and that is what holds the round together. Hey, Amy, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to Wood Kit Wednesday. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take these. There's also some other pieces you can use if you want extra support for the back, so I'll move those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of scooch all the decor pieces kind of together still, up and out of the way, so that we can glue these together. So I'm just going to flip all 4 of them over to the back, and you can tell it's the back because it's got the burn marks on it. And this is going to make a 15-inch round. It also comes with holes at the top to put a hanger. I have my strand of white Hobby Lobby beads, so we can put a hanger on this thing, because I literally want to make this, spray it tonight, and hang it on my front door tomorrow, because it's been really rainy here and I'm ready for spring. Okay, so I'm making sure that all the pieces are lined up. I'm not gluing the pieces together on the sides, okay? When I've made rounds or signs myself with paint sticks, I've often taken paint sticks and done this type of thing, which I may go ahead and put those 2 there. I think I'm going to save this for something else. And then the round pieces, we're going to just put like this on the back. So all 4 of our pieces of the round will be held together. I know. Hey, Maria. I don't usually comment. That's okay. Glad you're here, Fur Mama. Okay, so if you are watching Wood Kit Wednesday for the first time, I don't make these kits. I'm an affiliate for Christina. She's on here as the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. I'm one of, I think, 13 affiliates for her, so she sends me kits each month. I share them on YouTube and also on her Facebook page each month. And if you order through my affiliate link, I do make a small commission. So, yeah, I am ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these pieces one at a time. I'm just using the wood glue from Dollar Tree. It's like Super Glue brand. And I'm just going to put these down and kind of push my 4 circle pieces together as I do that. Whoops. And then while this is drying, we will start setting up for painting our pieces that are going to go on the front of this. So I guess I could have spread these out a little bit more. Doesn't really matter because nobody's going to see the back. We just want the pieces to be held together. Okay. Now we'll do this half of the circle. Hi, Becky. And lay it down. Again, kind of squishing it, making sure our circle pieces are lined up. And then we'll do this piece. These shouldn't take too long to dry. Kind of squishing them around, but these are staying. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to take my sticky board right on top of this. I don't think I'll be moving it very much. And let's start with this bottom piece. We've got some flowers. I did have one piece that broke, but it's fine because when I glue it down, and actually when I paint it here, I'm going to stick it on. When I glue it down, it's going to be fine. And then this flower actually goes right where the break is. Yeah, and I want to say, Christina, is this $40, I think, which is a really nice size. Lots of pieces, really great for a spring door. So I think what I'm going to do, because these are going to end up being similar colors, is I'm going to put my little swag for the top and my swag for the bottom on my sticky board. Now I already know I'm doing my truck in agave. Okay, this teal color, turquoise color. And I did put the link, my affiliate link for this kit is in the description. If you don't know where to find that, do I know where to find it? Somehow you have to go to the top of, I think it's easier to see if no. When you go to the name of this live, which is Monarch Mom DIY is live with Wood Kit Wednesday. There's a more or drop down. It'll open the description, and that has the link for this kit. Now, sometimes for some people, it works for me to copy and paste it. So let's see if that's going to work for me. Maybe you can click on that link. Follow the 3 dots on the right. Oh, thank you. Well, there's the link also for this kit. The link's on the right. That's awesome. I didn't even know you could do that. Yes. So here's the title and there's the link down there. I don't know why it's not showing up as clickable, but maybe you can click on the one I just put. If not, let me know. Just put link in the chat and I will come back and give it to you. The easiest way really to get to my affiliate link is just the rust-coveredcottage.com/Monarch Mom DIY. And that will take you to my affiliate page and then you can search from there. Okay. I think what I decided, since my truck is going to be agave, I believe I'm going to do the words hello and spring with maize. Ugh, go. Which obviously I haven't used in a while. There's a big dry chunk there. Okay, so let's get, and I don't need to do the ones here that are attached to the greenery because the other word is going to go on top. It's made to stand out from that. So I'm just going to take my little sponge that I got paint on. And I like to use these skinny ones for the words. That doesn't need, okay. And if a little gets down in the side, that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. If it bothers me, if I think it's going to be visible, I can always clean that up after the fact. Okay, so there's hello. And here is spring. These kits are very, very fun. I have a lot of them. And you know what I realized? I think it was last week. I don't know if it was on Wood Kit Wednesday or if I think it was on my Wood Kit Wednesday. I was bragging on a new organization system that I came up with for all my kits, and then I never showed it to you guys. I totally forgot before we got off, but I really want to show you because I'm really proud of it. I was storing all like the kits for the signpost all in one container, and then like all the kits for the wagon. I had them all in one container. So each container had various seasons and holidays in it. And there's a better way. So came up with a better way. I don't know if that link worked for anybody. Did that link work for anybody? Okay, I'm probably going to use yellow for some flowers as well. So I'm going to leave that there. This is where I was kind of thinking of maybe adding on top of, I don't know, because then it's going to cover up some of the flowers. But I think I want to use, should I use celery and then kind of go around the outside with moss? Or should I use the darker green and accent with the light? I'm thinking I need to use the darker green. I'm not seeing any chat on my iPad, but you guys are probably just watching. Yes, the link works. Yay! So yeah, it should take you right to this kit. All right, so I'm going to use another sponge, and I'm going to come in here and do these cute little branches. And it's okay if I accidentally get some on the word, because remember that word's going to get covered up by the one that we already painted yellow. So there is a smaller version of this kit. This is the 15-inch that I'm doing. It's 15 inches in diameter. If that's too big for you, or you want something a little smaller. Cost-wise, there is a smaller version. Now, Christina, I don't know if you're still here, but does the smaller version come in pieces also, or is that just because this one is so big? It might just be because the round itself is so big. All right, so we got some yellow and green going on. Moss and fern. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fern would probably show up a little better because it is more of a bright green. So maybe we'll do that. Put celery away. All right. So the flowers, I know I'm going to use pink cloud. and probably agave. So let's get Pink Cloud. Oh, I'm missing one from here. Let's see. Give me a tiny one. I'm going to do, this has 2 and 2. Oh, 2 and 3. You know what? Oh, I see. This person put less. Oh, okay. So really you can put the flowers wherever you want. Some of them will go in the back of the truck, but if you want more, I don't know who, oh, Joey did this one that I'm looking at, the example. She actually put more flowers down on the, where the hello is and where the spring is, and then did a little bit fewer, she maybe just did bigger ones on the actual truck. So let's see. Don't have a lot of tiny ones. All right, that looks good. So now I can do my painting of them. So some of them will be Pink Cloud, which we've got here. And some will be agave to kind of match the truck. Ooh. Okay. All right. We'll just kind of stagger. So we'll do pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, pink, blue. Now those are definitely going to need a second coat. I can already tell. But that's a great thing. There's really no... But look how easy those are to paint with the foam sponges. I love it. All right, I'm looking at my leaves and I can see a few spots that just I need to touch up a little bit. So no problem, I still have paint on my sponge. All right, green. Green. Yellow. Okay. Hey Janice, hey Connie. Oh good, been painting? Awesome. All right, so for, oops, I got a little bit of blue on this one. And I kind of want to do a second touch on my Pink Cloud one. So let's make sure we got them further away. All right, so all of this is already done being painted. So let's set that over there. Let's see how our, okay, this feels like it's pretty good. So now, yep, that feels pretty good. But how cute is that? It's like a little shiplap board. Now I'm gonna do ivory, which I really need another ivory. Let's see if I can find a sponge that'll fit down in here. I just wanted it a little more neutral than bright white. Wow, I may have to, this is pretty thick. definitely need a new ivory. I may be hitting Walmart tomorrow for that. All right, get this half. You're talking to your son. Oh, that's cool. Family comes first. So you can always watch the replay. Although I do enjoy having people here to interact with on the lives. Even though I can't hear you, I can read your comments and any questions. That was kind of a thick one. All right, and then once this dries, I'm going to sand it, maybe distress it a little bit. It's kind of distressed how I've painted it. I'm just going to set this here on my chair. And we'll keep the ivory for now, but I think that's going in the trash once this live is done. Okie doke. I think I'm going to go ahead and we talked about going around with this, but I have some green markers. I'm going to just do like some little not on every single leaf, but see what I did on that bottom one? Just a little accent type thing. Make it darker and brighter if you want. Kind of just accentuate the curve of the leaves. And I'm gonna turn this around. Who's sick? Oh, Dixie. Oh, the hospital. My goodness. Okay, so those I did kind of, oh, I guess I just did them however. Mostly I'm just doing them on the big leaves. The bigger leaves. So I didn't use fern chalk paint, but this green is, you know, about what the fern green would look like. Okay. Let's see. I saw something about bunnies in the teacups. I did see those. Those were super cute. I did not order them in my order. I don't do a whole lot with bunnies, and there were other things that I wanted more, and I have to kind of limit my order. So, but I did see them. They were very, very cute. All right, I'm going to glue my words on now. So I'm just going to put this word hello right over the top. I'm going to kind of squish it down a little bit. Get it lined up. Cute. Okay, and the same thing with spring. Well, Dixie, I hope you can go home tomorrow. We had some crazy storms last night. Big hail. Thankfully, no more tornadoes in the area. Okay, so we're getting closer. This will go fast for such a large kit. You're right. If you do it kind of in sections like I am. All right, so I'm going to start kind of placing my flowers, and kind of where I'm putting them is where these tiny little leaves are sticking out. I don't think they're meant to be leaves. I think they're more like, hey, put your, oh wait, I don't want to glue. Well, that one I can't glue yet, but I think they're like kind of like spaces for you to glue the flowers to. And then I am going to take a marker and do, you know, something on the inside, like a little dot on the inside. But this is a little different than how I normally do it, but I'm going to go ahead and just glue all these flowers onto the piece. Like so. I have that little broken piece right there, but it's okay because it's going to be easy to reattach once I glue this down. I just have some glue seeping out. I just want to kind of dab at it with my paintbrush to get it off. There we go. All right, now we got a couple more up here. We'll do a agave and a pink cloud. Kind of like that. Ooh, so cute. Very springy. I think it would have looked just as cute with celery for the green, but on the ivory background, I think the moss is going to stand out a little better. Okay, so now we got these. We're going to let these dry. And I don't have another sticky board, but I can kind of use this space in the middle. All right, so this is the railing for the truck, the bed of the truck. And you have this piece that's all 4 pieces, and then you have an extra piece for these horizontal pieces. So technically I don't need to paint those, but it's probably easier to just do the whole thing. And I'm going to do antique wax with my baby wipes, and I'm also going to do that for this piece that goes on the truck, and I'll show you where that goes when we get it glued on. So let's get as many of these other small pieces done as we can while we wait for these to dry, and then we'll start laying them down on the sign, the round sign. Okay. Antique wax is super easy with the baby wipes. Alrighty. I think that's all I'm going to use that for. So actually, let me go ahead and use my baby wipe to wipe off the rim so it doesn't get goopy. Okay, for the insides of my flowers, I need some colors that are going to show up. I do have this Sharpie marker that I could use. Do I have a... They're not the the exact colors, but I think I want to do the darker blue center on the agave flowers. That are glued on, but still not quite all the way dry. And then that's a Sharpie one. And then this is Sharpie also. I'm going to do this pink. On the pink cloud flowers. That one was still a little wet. Okay. We have that. All right, let's set this over here. Come back to our round, and I want to sand it lightly. I'm going to use 220. I'm going to turn it this way so that I can sand it going the same direction as the little wood panels. There we go. That's pretty good. But now I need to get a paper towel. Whew. Cute. And it's kind of, there's some variations. Let's see if I can get also any paint. There we go. Use my pokey tool and just kind of reopen up these lines so you can see them. Perfect. Okay. I am loving it, and I'm wearing black, so it's going to probably get all over me. I don't think it's super new. Is this a new kit, Christina? I honestly don't know how old it is. All right. Now, I'm going to wait and do these flowers when I can use my sticky board. But these big pieces, like here I can do the green. Ooh, careful. And then the 3 pieces of the truck I can do with agave. But, yeah, let's do that first. No, I think I can paint I'm just going to paint the tires with a black marker. Because if I go a little bit, because this is a separate piece. So I don't need to worry about doing it perfectly, because this bumper or fender or whatever it is, wheel well, I don't know all the names of truck things, is going to cover up any messy. So I don't need to worry about being perfect. I just need to paint this part black for the tire. So we'll do the 2 wheels with the black marker, paint marker. So this kit's called Hello Spring Vintage Truck Door Hanger. Okay. I think that's all I'm really going to use the black for. All right, let's get our agave again. And I'm going to I can do these pieces just holding them. That one. And that one. And then I'm going to just go right up here. And I don't have to do all of that because remember that wheel well thing is going to be there. And the body of our truck. Okay, hey Deborah. Sorry, I was away from being able to see the chat there for a moment. Isn't this truck so cute? And I'm probably going to take some brown and kind of rough up this truck a little bit. But for now, those are all the pieces that need to be painted with agave. I'm going to come in with the moss again and do this greenery. It's okay that I'm getting it on my table because I can always just spray it and wipe it. I'm just going right there to the bed of the truck. I'm super excited for this kit. I probably say that every time because my husband's practicing his trumpet down in the basement. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can. All right. Then we got a couple other pieces that I probably should use the sticky mat for, but that's okay. We can just do this. Just have some. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, he already has the door shut. I can just hear it very loudly. Okay. Well, I apologize if you can't hear it. Okay, good. I was like, it sounded like there were people talking, but it was him doing like his warm up. Anyway, he's on vacation last week and this week, so he's picked up his trumpet again, which I think is awesome. Okay, now this piece, I think I'm also going to do black. It's just the handle, the door handle. Okay. This is the headlight, I think. I don't know, it's kind of a weird, oh, you know what? I'm going to use, see if I can find a white, or maybe it should be yellow because it's like, you know, shining light. Should I make it yellow? Tonight we get music and a show. I'm always willing to sing for you guys. All right, I'm going to do this yellow just to be like, it's shining. The headlight is shining. I don't know if that's weird, but we'll just go with it. I'll kind of rub it a little bit so it's a little more muted of a color. Yeah. Okay. What else? These flowers are going to go on here, but I think what I want to do next, there's also this farmer's market sign. I'm going to do this lightly with yellow. I'm going to kind of rub it so it doesn't maybe go in the burn marks where the words are. It says Farmer's Market. Now I got a little in there, but it's okay. Maybe I can scratch it out before it dries. Kind of. Okay. Farmer's Market. And then, oh, just missed my sweatshirt. Okay, I want to get this back out because I want to do a little antique wax on this frame. Hey, well, he used to play trumpet. That's awesome. It's actually how Gary and I met, because I played flute and he played trumpet in our college concert band. Okay, let's get that green marker again. Where's the one I used? Right here. Just do a little bit on these. These are mostly going to get covered up by flowers, so I don't even know how many of these are going to be seen, but go ahead and do that. Maybe just a couple. Okay. Alrighty. These might even be ready to glue. And you have the outline. Oh, wait. Forgot, I wanted to do something on these first. I'm going to use truffle, kind of make them look rusty. I guess I'll use a paintbrush. I'm going to use a paintbrush to kind of do some not necessarily all the way around and not necessarily evenly, but just kind of randomly, kind of like that. There we go. Now I can glue it down. Okay, that one. And then I'm going to try to do some on the truck itself. You know, just kind of make it look worn, old, vintage. Okay. I think that's good enough. I don't need to do a ton. Doesn't need to be obnoxious. Let's glue this other one on. All right, it's coming along. Very cute. Okay, those two pieces are separate. I'm going to wait and do the flowers last. I have a couple pieces off of here that go on the truck. So this is like the, is it called a running board? The one that you step up on to get into the truck. And then our handle, door handle, which I just did black. Okay, then we have this. Which I'm going to go ahead and put glue on everything because it will glue to the leaves that are there, pieces of the truck. Okay, and then once those are dry, we've got an additional layer for the 2 horizontal pieces. So we'll just kind of set those there. Okay. I think truck is good for right now. I'm going to set it here. I'm going to move my... You know what? I'm not going to want to use white beads on this because this is ivory. Probably going to use black. All right. So, are we ready? Oh, very carefully because I don't want to break anything. And of course, I just put new tape on this sticky board. So we're going to be very careful peeling our pieces off. I'm kind of pushing down on the tape as I'm lifting my pieces. All right. Success. All right, so here's our first piece. Just kind of center side to side and down from the holes that we're going to put a beaded hanger in. Yay! And then let's get this one. And the word spring. And this last little piece goes right. How does it go? Like right there. Okay, what are we thinking? Isn't it so pretty? It's gonna be so pretty. And I think I can go ahead and set the truck. Ooh, I love it. And then decide what needs to go up, what needs to go down. There is another piece, like this one goes like that. This one goes like that. Okay. All right, what do we think? Does that look pretty good? I think that looks pretty centered to me. All right, so we're gonna put a little glue kind of on the main, the thicker pieces of letters, the bigger leaves. Okay. Well, hi, is it Robbie? You're in Arizona. That's where I'm from. Okay, and that one's gonna go like that. That's the little piece that got broken, but no worries. You can't even tell. And I'm gonna glue this other flower right there. Perfect. Okay, I've got spring glued down. Now let's glue our hello. I just kind of eyeball where I've got it so I can put it down kind of in the same spot, give or take. The nice thing is with wood glue, you have a little bit of time to slide things around if you need to. Okay, cool. We lived in Gilbert first 25 years of our marriage. No, that's not true. The first 20 years of our marriage. It's where all of our kids were born, in the Chandler Gilbert area. And my parents live in Chandler currently. All right. Let's get the truck I'm loving this. Hope I have enough space here for my sign. I do. Okay. All right. The main part of the truck. Got a few pieces we still need to put on. And my husband and I met at Grand Canyon University, which if you live in Arizona, you know where that is. Okay. That is in place. And I'm loving where everything is ending up. Let's do these couple of rails. Thank you, Becky. You like it? You guys, it's all the kit. I mean, honestly, just take your time painting the pieces and putting them together, and your kit will look good too. The fact that all the pieces are separate so you can paint them is really what makes it, you know, the finished product look really good. Trying to do not too much glue on these, but it's kind of tricky. All right, there's our rails. Now we had a couple extra pieces of greenery. I'm trying to figure out where to put glue on this one. I think it's just on these bottom leaves. There. And then this one I can put glue on the whole thing. Okay. Very good. Okay. Headlight. Fits right in there. That's cute. I do still have some flowers to put in the back of the truck. Is my truck crooked? Well, it's staying now. Okay, so let's get this in place. And then we'll put the frame on once that's dry. And this is adorable, you guys. Let me grab my black beads because white is not going to match anymore. Okay, I'm going to have those. All right, now my flowers. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in pink cloud and 4 in agave. So I should do 3 in agave and 2, not agave, not on the truck. I need yellow. I need yellow flowers on the truck. I'm going to do 2 yellow. Nope, I'm going to do 3 yellow. And 2 pink cloud. And those are going to go back here on the back of the truck. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I taught at Eduprise School in Gilbert, if you know where that is, on Baseline and Cooper, I think. It's been so long since I've lived there. That was my very first teaching job. My kids went there. All right, so there's the last flowers. Let's get our, you know what I want to do? I'm just going to put a little of this glue on my finger and just kind of wipe it on this frame to fit it on the farmer's market sign. Okay, good, good. All right, I'm gonna close up my paints. Get them out of the way. This is so pretty. The only other thing I might do with the truffle is go around the edges. But I actually don't think I'm going to. You could have done around the edges of all 4 of the pieces of the round before you glued them together on the back. That would have been cute too. All right, ivory and ivory is going in the trash because it's all gone. Is that lid getting on? All right. My big bottle's got to go up top. All right. Almost there, guys. That's okay. It's just giving it a little extra time to dry. I don't think I'm going to add the actual greenery. It was a nice idea, but I don't think it really needs it. All right. All my paints put away. Super cute. Okay, remember, I still have some flower, and I don't know that you actually need them. I think it's cute without, but I've got a few more flowers that are going to go on the back of the truck. But let's take some of these beads. I love these $5 strands of beads from Hobby Lobby, which I never pay $5 for because I only buy them when they're at least 40% off. Who else is with me on that? All right, let's see if I can get the knot out. If I can't get it quickly, then I'm just going to cut the twine. But if I can get the knot out, then I can just use the twine that they're currently on, which saves your supplies. I think I'm getting it, because I think I've already taken some beads off of this and then retied it. Okay, there we go. All right, so how many beads are we thinking we need here? I don't think 20 is too many. And the black's okay because the tires are black, right? I might actually have to get a different piece of twine if this one's not long enough. Nuts. Actually, can do it different ways, but I think tie my knot up and around because then it won't accidentally pull through. Like if you just do a knot on the back, sometimes it could pull through unless you make it like tied like 5 times. Well, maybe it only wanted 16 beads because 4 of them fell off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. You always want an even number of beads so that when you hang it, your nail or whatever goes right in the middle. It doesn't need to be a long hanger. And I'll just trim those. Cute. Hi, Mary. Yeah, this is a really fun kit. Wait. What are you saying, me too? That you like the kit? You think it's cute? All right, the rest of my flowers. I'm sticking to my sticky board. And let's see if this yellow will show up, and it looks like it does. Okay. Yay. Now I gotta figure out where to put these. I think that's cute. Let's get them glued on. Oh, good, Letty. You like it? I like these ones that you can keep up for a long time. Like this spring one, literally you could keep up till like, I don't know, June or July. Whenever it starts to get hot where you are. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It turned out cuter than I thought it was going to. Here you go. And I used the same colors I've been using for my spring projects. Maize, agave, pink cloud, and then kind of have sometimes used different greens. Thank you. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, buying beads at 40%. Okay. There's a little bit of a delay between when I say something and you guys comment on it just because of YouTube. But thank you guys so much again. If you're having a hard time finding the link for this and you want the link for this or any of the other kits through my affiliate link, let me know in the chat or the comments and I will gladly send that on to you. I'm super excited. I'm going to spray this and then hang it on my door tomorrow. Oh, storage. Sally, you're amazing. Okay. See, don't judge my messy. Actually, I'm going to keep it on me till I get right in front of it. All right. Switch. So I have one of these tall. It's like probably 4.5 feet tall. It's got what? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers that are this width. And then coming down here to fall, you've got 3 that are that deep. And then the bottom one is the deepest. But let me show you what I have in here. So obviously you can see the labels. So here's winter, Valentine, spring. Yes, spring. Which some of them are already being displayed. Summer. Halloween. So it's any of the kits. Like this is the farmhouse easel sign. This is the signpost that has the 3 pieces. So I'm just putting them in drawers by season or holiday. Here's fall. Obviously fall needed a deeper drawer. This is the Christmas nativity we did last year. It gets its own drawer because there's lots of pieces. Then we've got Christmas. And then this last one is general. So these are non-seasonal, like my bookworm, farmhouse, home, those kinds of things. So What do you guys think about that? I love it. It really takes up a lot less space than how I was trying to store those things. So, oof, here we go. And I don't know why there we go, skip to live. There we go. You would like the link for, so if you just want the link for the website, and then you can, you know, go wherever. That's what this is that I'm typing right now. It's just the rustcoveredcottage.com and then / Monarch Mom DIY. So hopefully that'll work. Shoebox. That's why I started out with Connie. I'm like, okay, this is taking up too many tubs. And I was having to go through every tub to find, okay, my fall wagon set, my fall signpost set, my fall whatever. So this is much better by season, holiday. Now, obviously, big things like the rounds don't fit in there, but those can hang or go in my larger seasonal decor tubs that are downstairs. So once again, here's the Hello Spring vintage truck door sign. This is the 15-inch, and here's what the back looks like. How you're going to use those extra pieces to glue your 4 sections of your round together first before you paint it and glue all the beautiful things on. So thank you guys for joining me for Wood Kit Wednesday. Again, if you have any other questions, put them in the chat, put them in the comments, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.